This is the end of the 50cc Mopeds. Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So the big news coming out of Japan, the Tokyo motorcycle show that's just occurred, is that Honda motorcycles are going to be ceasing production of 50cc mopeds and replacing a bike in its place, as it were, with 100cc or 120cc, 110cc variant, but just downgraded in the power output. So this has been kind of in the offing for well over a year. We kind of knew this was coming, that 50cc motorcycles just are not going to be sold. And you kind of ask why? What is going on? Well, I suppose that the easy answer, the logical answer, is that there are changing trends. Certainly in Western markets, there are changing trends of young people who would have normally got into mopeds and 50cc motorcycles and then progress up onto bigger motorcycles as they got older. But now they get into electric scooters, electric bicycles, off-road like Suron type bikes as well. They don't need a 50cc. So that's the problem. There isn't really a market for it. Now, there still is a market for it, I'm sure, but the future is saying that it's going more electric. And I've been saying this for a long, long time in terms of electric bikes, is that this is where they excel in the low power output modes of transport in terms of 50cc up to 125cc, that the electric bikes for urban riding especially are fantastic. Now, especially if you've got all the different variants of electric mobility in terms of scooters, and this is like step-on scooters, not ride-on scooters, but scooters, electric scooters in the traditional sense as well, electric mopeds, whatever you want to call them, then this seems like the logical thing to get rid of the 50cc's because they're not going to be sold. If they're replaced by the electrics, which I think is a much better option anyway, then do it. If they're quieter, they're better for the urban environment. They're never long distance machines anyway. So yeah, I can see it. I can see why Honda have done it. And I just wonder if the others will follow suit. I would not be surprised if they do. I would not be surprised if in the years to come, we see this extended up to, let's say, 125s as well. I wouldn't be surprised. It really depends how individual countries, how they change their licensing requirements as well. Because in this country, in the UK, they've kind of made it quite costly and difficult, especially for younger people, to get their motorcycle license, when you kind of think, well, do you know what? Why just get a motorcycle? Why don't we just get a car? If you're going to have that expense. So there's that argument. Or not even have any kind of motorized transport at all. Just go this electric route, which a lot of the young kids are doing. So I can fully understand why Honda are doing it. But I also can fully understand why they're still going to produce motorcycles with a low power output, which is equivalent to a 50cc, but it's going to be like a 110 or 120. I assume then you can readjust or de-restrict that once you've gone past a certain age limit that restricts you to a 50cc. I'm assuming that's what the intention here is, that it's a lower power output and they can take it to a dealer or something like that, and they can just flick the switch, as it were, rotate something in there, and then all of a sudden it becomes a full 120, 110cc motorcycle, low-powered motorcycle. Or maybe not, it really depends. But I suppose this also depends on individual countries around the world. If you've got lots of countries, let's say in the Middle East or Far East, who still value 50cc's, then Honda might have shot themselves in the foot. On the other hand, if those countries as well, who traditionally would buy a lot of 50cc motorcycles, I'm talking the likes of Vietnam, Borneo, that kind of thing, Malaysia, that kind of thing, then if they're still going to continue buying 50cc's, then they're probably going to go to the likes of Suzuki, Yamaha, that kind of thing. Or it may be a local producer, or maybe just a Chinese brand or something like that. So this could be a bit of a home run for Honda in terms of long-term profitability of their electric scooters, but it could be a bit of a problem for them in terms of losing market share. I've always said about Honda motorcycles as an example that they produce motorcycles right throughout the range, and that's why they're such a massive company. this could be a bit of a hiccup for them, but we'll have to wait and see. But certainly they're saying from May this year they're going to stop producing 50cc's, and it'd be interesting to see if other motorcycle manufacturers follow suit. And will the electric market really blow up now in terms of numbers, in terms of market share in this small power output segment? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, just keep on watching the videos, and I'll catch you again. Bye now.